What happens when crime and ambition meet unimaginable wealth? This is the story of the richest gangster of all time: power, secrets, and a fortune that rewrote the rules. Here's a closer look at some of the wealthiest gangsters and the secrets behind their power and fortunes. 1. Pablo Escobar, the king of cocaine, at the height of his empire. Colombian drug lord Pablo Escobar was estimated to be worth $30 billion, equivalent to over $70 billion today. Escobar's Medellin cartel controlled 80% of the global cocaine trade during the 1980s, smuggling drugs via submarines, private jets, and even creatively designed vehicles, while his reign brought terror. Escobar gained a reputation as a Robin Hood figure among Colombia's poor, funding schools, hospitals, and housing projects. Yet his brutal tactics, targeting rivals, law enforcement, and even civilians, led to thousands of deaths. His life ended violently in 1993, but his story remains a chilling reminder of the extremes of criminal ambition. 2. Al Capone, the original Scarface. In the 1920s, Chicago, during the Prohibition era, Al Capone rose to infamy, controlling an empire built on illegal alcohol, gambling, and prostitution. With a net worth of $100 million at the time, around $1.5 billion today. Capone's power was matched only by his flair for public relations, portraying himself as a philanthropist. Capone opened soup kitchens during the Great Depression, gaining public favor despite his illicit activities. However, his empire crumbled when he was convicted of tax evasion in 1931. Capone spent years in prison, and his health deteriorated, marking the downfall of one of history's most notorious gangsters. 3. Meyer Lansky, the mob's accountant. Meyer Lansky was the financial genius behind the development of organized crime in America, with a net worth estimated between $300 to $400 million. Lansky transformed crime into a business empire, partnering with notorious figures like Lucky Luciano to create the National Crime Syndicate. He played a pivotal role in establishing Las Vegas as a gambling mecca and expanded his ventures to Cuba before Fidel Castro's regime confiscated his assets. Despite his immense fortune, Lansky reportedly died with only a fraction of his wealth accessible, as much of it remained hidden in offshore accounts. 4. Amado Carrillo Fuentes, the Lord of the Skies. Known for his innovation, Amado Carrillo Fuentes earned his nickname by using fleets of aircraft to transport cocaine from Colombia to Mexico and the US. His modernized operations helped the Juarez cartel dominate the drug trade in the 1990s, amassing a fortune estimated at $25 billion. Carrillo's unexpected death during plastic surgery in 1997 left many unanswered questions. His empire's sheer scale and his ability to operate with relative invisibility highlight his criminal ingenuity. 5. El Chapo, Joaquín Guzmán, Loera. El Chapo, leader of the Sinaloa cartel, earned an estimated $14 billion during his reign. His operations were notorious for their complexity, including elaborate tunnels under the US-Mexico border to smuggle drugs undetected. Guzmán's ability to escape high-security prisons further enhanced his legend. However, his final capture in 2016 marked the end of his empire. Now serving a life sentence in the US, El Chapo's story is a stark reminder of the fleeting nature of unchecked power. Lessons from their downfalls. Despite their immense power, nearly all these figures faced dramatic ends, whether through violent deaths, imprisonment, or asset seizures. Their lives underscore the unsustainable nature of criminal enterprises, where betrayal, greed, and law enforcement are constant threats. The stories of these gangsters captivate the imagination, blending tales of audacious wealth and tragic consequences. They serve as stark reminders of the high cost of living outside the law, where empires crumble as swiftly as they rise, power fades, but legends last forever. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more untold stories of wealth and influence.